combination. Extremely powerful one.
Yes. Both of these teams had their first official performance in the Summer Championship. And yes, Walshy and Simba did get top 8, but Snowy and Santy won that tournament, right? That was how crazy it was for them. So a lot on the line here for both teams here to see who's going to be able to do a little bit better. Snowy and Santy will be on that team combo both onto Simba and Walshy. Gives them a good damage lead at the beginning here on Miami Dome.
Okay, so far, not looking too great for the blue team right now. We do have a lot of damage racked up onto Santy. On the other side, though, Walshy has also taken quite a bit of damage, but that Taros, you know, is going to lead to very early knockouts. That's 2-6 from both teams, narrowly missing each other.
Yeah, a little bit extra charge coming up from Snowy there on the Rayman, and maybe the fist would have connected with Walshy as he whipped that side sig, but no, both come through unscathed. Gravity canceled down, like wake up off the down air, bounces Santy off the side of the stage, and Walshy puts a sider in that might take out both his teammate. All right, no, it doesn't. Takes him out, and now both Santy and Snowy go down, and it's 6 stocks to 4. Oh. A little unfortunate with that side sig there.
Yeah, just a little bit late, right? So, oh, snap, unarmed neutral light. That means I'm supposed to follow up, right? And then side six his partner in the face, and that's going to be okay, though. Blue team strikes back, doesn't quite clear out the field. The D-Light recovery from Santy isn't enough to KO Simba, but one more should do it.
Oh, but Simba still not really playing like he has that much damage on him. He's getting right in there. Falling with the side air. Can the Nair hit? Oh, nice job with the Nair after the sidelight Nair from Walshy. Taking him that damage. Snowy unfortunately gets interrupted, but punches Walshy what could be to an early last stock if he's not careful. And man, Snowy with the quick sigs.
Okay, nice snap. Wow, a conversion off of the bow recovery into the gauntlet Sayer. Almost enough to take out Walshy. That was some quick thinking from Snowy. I never would have thought to do that.
Yeah, and now they might be able to take a whole stock lead here. Simba, oh, Walshy so good with the Nair. Hits him off the sidelight, the D-Light side air from the spear. There's another stop sider from Walshy to take another stock. Snowy trying to take down Simba second. But it's 4 stocks to 2 here. Simba does go down. Will Walshy follow? I'm surprised that Simba was the first to go down with how early Walshy was this damaged, but Walshy surviving nonetheless. There he goes.
Okay, and just like that, we have ourselves a tie battle here. Simba and Walshy need to find some weapons. It looks like Walshy's able to get that hammer, but Simba is still looking.
Ooh, it's Snowy going for the slide charge pivot side saying, okay,
wow.
You know what? Team damage, I think he's okay with that as the blue team is eking by with this damage lead, but man, are they bringing it back? Some more friendly fire there. Simba punishes with the sider into Nair. Oh, Snowy almost got the recovery. That may have ended Simba's last stock if that connected. Huge plays potentially. Oh, and Santy. Great punishes.
Oh, that's going to be one? Okay, man, that's so lucky.
Oh, he's just charging up. D-Light recovery. Not enough. Snowy covering the ground, expecting some fast falls. Santy and Snowy really got control over center stage right now, and red team is struggling. Oh no, but he hits with the recovery.
This is getting scary for the red team. Both members 1 hit away from certain death.
Oh, who's going to get it? Downlight hits. Not enough. Weapon throw comes through. Snowy can't get the sider afterwards. Santy looking for the recovery, but at this point, anybody could go down. The neutral light takes down Walshy. Simba gets hit by the Nair, and that's the double knockout. Santy really coming out on top there at the end. And what was I telling you about Flambeau? He was doing over 700 damage a game, and he's continuing it here against Simba and Walshy with that 703 at the very end. What a great play from Santy to get that double knockout and secure game number 1.
Yeah, Santy, his follow-ups looking great right now. You know, the way he's able to go ahead and kind of force the teammates into just like great spots to follow up. We're actually seeing a lot of moments where Santy will get a hit, right? And then you'll see Snow is right there to follow up. We saw it once with that Sarah. We saw it with that almost recovery from Santy as well. They're just doing a good job of ping-ponging with each other. Whereas I feel like on the other side of things, I feel like there have been a few moments where we see Walshy and Simba step on each other's toes a little bit. So we'll see if maybe that ends up not being the case as we hop into this game 2. We're on Apocalypse. We have a little bit
ooh, it's the Rayman mirror match coming up from Walshy. I'm actually a little surprised to see this. He's picking the Rayman to go against Snowy's Rayman after the Taros didn't work out, and that's just fun. I love salty dittos. Those are hilarious to watch. I don't like playing them though. Oh, Snowy with the ground pounds and weapon throws. Walshy, Rayman ain't working out for you there as Snowy gets the double knockout at the very start, almost entirely off the back of his gauntlet play.
Okay, wow.
Ouch. Oh,
that's a way to start a game. I mean, Walshy and Simba Definitely gonna be feeling the pain here. There's so much extra damage being added up right now. They really need to squeak out some cheeky ones, otherwise it's gonna fall away from them, Towser. They're taking so much damage.
Yeah, Simba getting caught in that sidelight nair from Walshy, and then ending in Santy with the recovery. It's like, you know what, if you want to go for the team combo, I'm with you. Sidestick takes him down, but already the red team's taking so much damage, but there's the double KO. Simba equalizes the stock, so they're a little too late. They're gonna have to get some crazy offstage plays, or well, a good team combo like that, but Snowy's there with the punish again. Is this going to be another double KO off the side of the stage? Of course it is. Santy, sidelight slider, D-light slider one way, downer the other, double knockout, 2 in a row for the blue team, and now it's 4 stocks to 2.
Okay, I do not know what the red team's going to be able to pull out here. You're going to need like a spear axe team combo in the center of the stage to get like a really quick stock or something. That's good. They're getting some axe chains off each other. If they can get this KO off of Snowy, which looks like it's not going to happen, that could have potentially be the chance that they needed, but the momentum is in their favor. He's charging.
He's charging it. Simba's hitting every single signature that he puts out. Walshy with the knockout off the top. Nice gravity cancel. Downlight. Santy trying to fight on his own, but a weapon toss sends him into the side air. Simba is so close to taking Santy down here, and this game could be even closer in a last stock situation than it was 2 stocks to 2, and that's pretty crazy. But I mean, ouch, that was a lot of nairs. Simba, I watched Simba's, like, the amount of damage Simba took went from yellow to red real quick. That was rough.
Yeah, I mean, they did manage to bring it to a 1-stock game, but they are still very far behind. You can see Walshy does have those gauntlets in hand. That means, you know, potential for an offstage KO, but now in the 2v1, Santy is playing like a monster.
Yeah, meanwhile, Snowy's doing every classic Rayman gimmick in the book, and it's working. He did slide charge side stick for the platform in Apocalypse, and it takes Simba down. Weapon throw comes down. Walshy dodges to the stage, but D-Light side air into the neutral light, and Santy tries to go for the alley-oop, but that was just a little more damage than he was expecting. Timing was off, but any one of these attacks would do it, and a side air from the other side of the stage gives Santy and Snowy another win under their belts. Much lower damage in game this time because, well, let's face it, every time that they got an edge guard, they secured a double knockout. It was a crazy game, too.
Yeah, they were extremely efficient with just getting clean slates, right? They're like, all right, we're going to KO this guy, and then we're going to go KO that guy, and they're going to get KO'd at the same time. Every time. It just ended up being one of those scenarios where it felt like the red team really didn't have much opportunities to come back, especially considering the way the game started. They were playing on the back foot the entire time, and I do commend them for bringing it down to a 1-stock game, but that's pretty much as far as they were able to take it.
Yeah, there was a point in that game, we can see on the stats there, Simba with the 6 signatures, 67% accuracy, 4 out of 6 of them hit, where they're like, when they were bringing the game back, it was off the back of him hitting the slide charge side sig into the neutral sig and so on, so where all the stocks were in a 1-on-1 scenario and they weren't nearly as damaged as they were when stocks were 2-2, but it still wasn't enough. Santy and Snowy just had to lead the entire time. Really great team play coming out from them, and now we're going to be going into game number 3 pretty soon with Santy and Snowy looking very, very strong and tough to beat.
Oh man, I'm looking at this. I do not know what the answer is going to be for Simba and Walshy here. Santy and Snowy look like they're just a bit of a cut above right now. And I only say a bit because these matches, all things considered, they've been relatively close, you know, but just keep getting the edge out. And at this point, I mean, the Rayman, the swap happened, worked out just fine, you could say for some, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna try to mix things up. It looks like we got double Rayman. It looks like the Koji and the Bryn are back. Nothing too crazy. Same old stuff, different day. We're going back to Apocalypse as well. Which, I mean, we saw, you were saying before, we saw the Rayman gimmicks coming out, every single one in the book, man.
Slide charge side stick from a platform is Rayman. It gets you every time. You're like, you think it's about to end, and then he goes a little bit further, and the power's still there, even though he's starting to decelerate. And that's when you lose that stock, and you go, what the heck? Why didn't I dodge that? And that's exactly what happened to Simba in that last game. Here in Apocalypse, though, it is noteworthy that Snowy got a really early double knockout on both players off the left side of the stage. And that might happen again. Let's see if Simba can make it back. That ground pound's covering his head pretty well. Walshy with the down stick, but it gets caught and interrupted by the recovery.
My gosh.
Lots of offstage stuff happening right now, and looks like it's going about even all across the board.
And that's the thing, right? Is like There are times where you're watching 2v2s and you're like, wow, there's 2 separate 1v1s occurring on the stage. Kind of like what's happening right now, right? Yeah. But then when it comes to the moment where Snowy and Santy decide to collab, you know, they drop that fire mixtape together, that's when the red team is like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh no, the side stick came through and he actually dodges that side air coming out from Simba. Great punish, and too bad for Walshy that the side stick just went over Santy's head. But so far, Stocks evened up, tried to neutralize Walshy and the Snowy, and Snowy was ready with recovery, but the knockback just wasn't there because I think that was the first hit they took on that stock. And now Simba and Walshy have a tentative lead. Ooh, but the team combo, there you're talking about that collapse coming out from Snowy and Santy. And even though they're on the side of the stage here, I still feel like they got something cooking up. They're ready for their next team combo. Oh, and there it is! Neutral after neutral light gets the recovery. Snowy trying to get the dodge. Gravity cancel down, like punished by Walshy, and Walshy makes it back. Wow, so much damage going both back and forth, and we're keeping this like weird like one person on each team super damaged, other one not getting hit scenario. Oh, there it is!
You got hit? No!
It's always on the deceleration too.
Rayman side sig on axe is one of those moves where you just gotta ingrain it into yourself. If you see that come out, you spot dodge, right? He'll go right by you. You can just turn around and get the punish. But right there, we saw he tried to jump over the side sig and got caught. And now blue team actually looking in a pretty bad spot here. Charges the side sig, is gonna miss. Red team might have a chance here.
He tried to bounce him into the down light, didn't quite work out. Went for the falling sider after neutral light, but Simba dodges out of the way. Walshy sent flying, but not out just yet. D-light sider from Santy means that Snowy and Santy are going to focus on that edge guard. No, they fall back, look to do something about Walshy, and then they separate them into the 1v1s. Oh, and there goes Walshy. I thought that was it. I thought Snowy was gone.
No, I did too. Especially axe recovery is just one of those moves where you don't expect to make it back.
Yeah.
You know?
like light yellow, top of small enigma. I'm gone. See you later.
Oh no, and just like that, if they're able to collapse on Walshy, which he's already in the orange, there's still a chance here for the blue team. It's going to be up to Simba to not allow them to gang up on Walshy. And you can see Simba's trying, but Santy is hunting.
Ooh, Snowy gets through with a side air and chase dodges the safety. I mean, yeah, you know, it's at this point of the game, sidelight and air is the thing that I'm like, you know what, if you're hitting me with sidelight and air with axe, I'm comfortable with that because it's not going to knock out for a while. I'm already this damaged. Oh, what? He got the neutral sig read, and Simba goes down, but Simba still has another stock. There's almost no way Santy could bring this back. Walshy would have to go down now, and he'd have to have a perfect stock. And,
what an interrupt! Oh, man,
pretty
that would
clutch.
have been... That would have been, oh man, the 1v1 is what Santy needs and is trying. Whoa, YOLO with that one. Watch out.
Walshy backs up all the way. He goes to the down stick. He's like, nope.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? On second thought, let me not throw. And he just backs all the way up.
I had no idea Rayman could move that far backwards, to be honest. I learned something today. Usually they're just hovering, like they're weaving back and forth. He was out of there. Great job, Simba and Walshy. And yes, huge adjustments that game. Yeah, we're seeing him fade all the way back, and even baits Santy there into a downlight before that side air from Simba secures the game. And now we're going to a game number 4. Santy still almost doing 700 damage that game. Crazy performance coming out from Walshy, and Simba just had those earlier kill confirms for sure.
Yeah, definitely just kind of a change in pace in terms of the efficiency of securing the KO. And it looks like Apocalypse just seems to map that everyone wants to be on, because we're going right back. We have the exact same legends, and we do just have potentially, you know, one more game, depending on whether or not Santy and Snowy can close it out here. Walshy and Simba are on the back foot. They were able to win that last game. We're going to see if that momentum carries them through this next one.
Yeah, Walshy took a few lessons from Snowy's Rayman the game prior, hit one of those long-range side sigs, got that stock lead, and Simba just did a great job surviving. So going into game number 4, let's see if the momentum switches again as Santy's trying to get that down air edge guard onto Simba, and Simba just makes it right past. Oh, and the save from Walshy. Yeah, he got some team damage, but he stopped him from going into a down sig that was fully charged. That's super worth. Okay, Walshy. All right.
Oh, no one dies from that. Which is okay.
Okay, nice side air, punishing the unarmed recovery. Simba, a little hasty there with that side stick. Tries to go all the way back. Santy, really good at those down airs, just barely misspaced it. Who's going to go down first? Oh, is it Simba? Snowy's just flying around unarmed right now, trying to find some kind of weapon. Finally gets it. Cider hits, but Walshy with the gravity cancel sidelight gets right back through.
Yeah, Walshy needs to kind of extend this stock a little bit. Was the first one to get sent down to his second stock. Is able to make up for it, though. It should be a conversion. I like that. Goes for the gravity cancel N-Sig. I was wondering what the option was going to be. Were you going to go for gravity cancel D-Light into Nair and then try to pass it back? But no, he goes for the most bang for his buck with that neutral sig.
Ooh, that down sig. Walshy was ready for it, and Snowy immediately recovers to the other side of the stage. I'm kidding. He does not recover. He doesn't even make it, and Snowy goes down in yellow. He went for a down sig, didn't charge it, and Walshy, you know what he does? Grabs him with the gauntlet neutral air, and Snowy's so afraid, tries to recover to the other side of the stage, can't make it back, and he's gone in yellow. And that means that the red team brings it back once again off of that play, and some friendly fire onto Snowy means that he's already in orange, and he can't even get these stocks off Simba. There's the recovery, but man, is he suddenly playing from a huge deficit.
Yeah, this is so awkward when you look at the damage, right? You could look at this and say, well, okay, the red team is basically down on their final stocks. Walshy's one good hit away, but then Snowy is also already approaching the red on his final stock, and there we go. Walshy's penultimate stock finally gets sent away here, but this is actually an extremely close game because Snowy could drop at any moment, and it'll be up to Santy with 2 stocks in a 2v1.
Yeah, but if we've learned anything from Santy's performance today is that he's certainly up to the task. Oh, Snowy, is he going to get it back? No, Simba with the save. That was huge.
Okay, and this is exactly the scenario we're talking about. Santy in the 2v1 here in the orange. This is Koji. Not the most amount of defense.
Ouch.
Eats the punches to the face. That's a lot of boxing gloves.
Yeah, that's the worst place to get hit by that, too, because you're definitely going to take every single one of those blasts, and he was already gone. Caught him with the recovery as well. Now Santy's running around this 1v2, and Simba and Walshy have got so much set up. Weapon toss already walling him out. No recovery.
Can't land. It's going to be tough, right? Like, if you're Santy here, you can't get caught in the middle. You have to play off the corner.
I think he's got to look for the sword side stick on Walshy and slightly charge it to get that extra bit of oomph.
If he's able to catch Walshy as he's landing, the D-Light recovery will KO if he gets the added height from doing it a little bit higher up, but other than that, I don't know.
He's
not
running
able to
out of
find
options.
Hits.
Okay, there's the higher recovery. Needs the D-Light, though, to get that extra distance.
I'm pretty sure the durability on this sword is about done here. One more hit, and Santy probably loses it.
Ooh. Okay,
there it is.
You're right. Weapon toss comes through. Second weapon toss comes through. He's dodging all of them. Oh, he has no dodge. The dive kick's not far enough. Walshy and Simba, off the back of that amazing early edge guard on Snowy, bring it to a game number 5.
Okay, and just like that, Simba and Walshy are able to respond. And you can see Santy still crapping out the damage. 627, always somewhere close-ish to 700. Santy's doing a great job. 445 from Snowy is also not that bad. Even looking at the red team, Simba got 558 damage. Walshy only got 356, right? They didn't have to do a whole lot of damage because we remember, I think it was the second stock that was a very early KO in yellow, right? Yeah,
Walshy basically did 15 damage to Snowy's stock, and he was gone. That was it. It was a gauntlet in air, and he was out. And looking at the damage taken, he took literally 300 more damage than he did. That's perfectly fine, because as long as you're alive on the screen, you're doing better than Snowy, and that was the case in game number 4. So game 5's coming up, and that's making me wonder if we're going to be going to Apocalypse again, because as the set has developed, Snowy has been having more and more trouble off stage, and it looks like the Rayman pick from Walshy, the counter Rayman pick to deal with Snowy's Rayman, forced him off of it back to the Amethyst, which is so amusing to me. And now we are banning out Apocalypse, leaving open only Small Enigma, Mammoth Fortress, and Miami Dome. Curious to see if we'll go to Enigma. I was talking a little bit earlier. We are going to Enigma about Axe recovery, taking you off in yellow off the top. I just had this happen in my ranked games earlier last week. I was so salty. It might happen in these games too, because there's 2 axes on the red team, right? Absolutely why they're locking in here. They've been getting so many of these Silent and Air chains. You get a recovery off the top. This ain't the Great Hall. The ceiling's actually pretty low, relatively. You're going to be losing stocks real fast.
Oh yeah, get that damage, Snowy. And also on top of that, right, you have a little less space stage to work with, and with a weapon like Cannon that can carry you off the side, it's either this or Miami Dome that you really want to go to make sure that when you go for those conversions, they lead to the KO. And right now, Santy trying to hang on here. Snowy also attempting to do the same. This is going to be a pretty close game, all things considered. I'm waiting for the first big team conversion. Wow, that just straight up KO'd.
Yeah, that Sarah just knocks him out. Just enough knockback to do it. Snowy putting out the dodge, not getting punished for it. Decider doesn't punish because he drifts off the connection with the bounce off the ground, and Snowy still the least damaged on the screen. And he's got to be careful about this because if Santy takes too much damage, we'll get into a I have 3 stocks, you have 1 scenario. Nicely done. Gets the Cider. Nair, or Neutralite bounces him off the stage. Doesn't risk too much, just goes for the weapon throw, and Simba makes it back. But even game stock-wise, and it could be much more than that if Simba goes down following that stock loss from Walshy.
Yeah, need one good hit on Simba here. I'm pretty sure like an Axe Neutralite might even be able to do it. But you just have to get that hit. Right now, Simba's just kind of getting uncontested hits right now because Walshy's doing such a good job of playing point. And there we go. The KO finally being found, but maybe a little bit too late.
That almost happened. It almost happened. I was so serious. Like, Walshy just got the right angle to not get taken off the top of that recovery. Oh, and we see Snowy with the axe really playing around that top platform. Santy waiting for him to make it all the way back. Weapon throw to cover his head. Make sure nothing crazy happens. And that down sig enough to knock Snowy out. And Santy just barely avoids getting knocked off the top by that spear recovery. That neutral sig will actually catch Simba. Really great neutral signatures from Santy on the bow. And then Walshy on the gauntlets with Rayman, where they're just shooting straight up. And they're hitting people right as they dodge above their heads.
Oh man, Snowy's like, get me out of here, bro. He doesn't want the smoke at all. KO's his teammate by accident, but that's going to be okay. That means there was a lot of damage on Walshy there because you do get that reduced knockback when you hit your teammate, so that's going to be okay, I'm sure. Simba is like one good clean hit away. The recovery almost leading to some precarious scenarios there, but punish? Okay.
The Cider actually hit him into the last blast of the down air there from Snowy, so Simba taking a lot more damage than the knockback.
Oh, careful!
Said, and there's the Nair, takes him off the top. Okay, interesting game. Walshy. Then Walshy's gone. No, Simba with the save. Huge with the recovery, but Simba, no.
Wow, that was so abrupt, Taza.
Yeah, I was like just finished saying Simba saved him, and then I saw him his jumps and dodges go away. I'm like, oh no, that's just the game. Suddenly it's over just like that. And Snowy and Santy, they take the set 3-2. We're going to see the Nair off the top there, but this offstage exchange. There's the recovery. What happened to Simba here? Oh, okay. Snowy hits him, and then he just doesn't touch the edge of the stage at the very end. Falls down, and that is the lowest damaging game I think we saw throughout the entire set. Really quick, actually. It was just done like that.
They really just kind of went crazy with it. I mean, we were even seeing toward the end there. It was just a matter of if